What's up, guys? John from johnmcneil.com here, and I'm super excited to make this video for you guys today because today we actually have a special guest here on the program, and he's an affiliate marketer and he's also a solo ads vendor. So if you guys paid attention to the video that I did last week regarding solo ads and how you can actually leverage solo ads in your business to profit, we're going to go ahead and continue that discussion, and we have an expert that I'm going to be interviewing. We're going to be like drilling this guy to find out all the good stuff about solo ads and how we actually profit from solo ads. So before we jump right into the interview, guys, if this is the first time you come to my channel, my name is John McNeil. On this channel, we teach you all about affiliate marketing and making money from home. So if you have a laptop and an internet connection, you definitely want to subscribe to the channel and click that notifications, because every week I come out with videos showing you how you can actually leverage those two things to make money. And go ahead and hit that like button, because you're going to like this interview that we are about to do with Mr. LJ. And we're going to get into the good stuff, and we're going to be talking solo ads. So let's go to jump right into this interview. All right, guys. So I'm here with Mr. LJ Aviles. How you doing, LJ? Thank you for coming on the program today.
Good to see you, man. How's it going, John?
Everything's going good, man. Happy to be here. Getting very interested in, hearing more about solo ads and having my tribe here learn more about solo ads, being that you are an expert at the traffic strategy. So if you don't mind, can you just tell us a little bit about how you got started in affiliate marketing and then how you actually became a solo ad vendor?
Sure. So my journey started about almost a little over 4 years ago now, 4.5 years ago or so.
Okay.
It was right after we had my third daughter. And my wife went back to work, after maternity leave, and then 2 days later she got laid off.
Okay.
So I was like, oh crap, we're a two-income family, and now we have a third child to support, and my wife just lost her job. So we're like, okay, well now let me see, what there's something online. And my wife's friend from high school was in a network marketing company, and we decided to join that because she was working from home full time, and her husband were both doing this network marketing company. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So of course she's like, hit up your friends and family, yada yada.
That's how we all started, right? Network
how
marketing.
we all start. So we both did the gimmick and made a few sales here and there, but I felt like I was bugging people and I hated it. I'm like, there's got to be a better way to not bother my friends and family. And on top of that, I could tell she had a big Facebook fan page with a few thousand people.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, she's got a big audience, so I need to get people to like me that way. And then I learned about affiliate marketing, where you don't actually have to pay to join certain businesses. And I'm like, oh, well, this is good, because I don't want to sell this shake anymore because it's expensive. Maybe I can just sell other things. Along the ways, I learned about buying solo ads through, YouTube University, like your, channels like yours and others as well.
Okay.
And then I learned about solo ads, and I was like, man, and it clicked. If you can control traffic and you can send them to any offer you want, there's going to be a good chance you make some sales in the long run.
Now, did you start out like buying solo ads? Is that how you kind of got introduced to the traffic strategy itself?
Yes. So I bought solo ads, and I've tested every solo ad vendor, not every solo ad vendor, I should say, but every solo ad from like those $10 for 1,000 click solo ads to like paying $1 plus per click, and everything in between. Okay. And so I've been scammed with people sending me bot traffic and fake traffic, and I have other people send me good traffic. Right. So I've learned throughout the years what works. Okay. And I finally took a course on how to become a solo ad vendor, and that's when I actually started my solo ad business. It was about January of 2017 or 2017 or 18, I forget. Okay. It's been a little over 2 years now, at least, I've been doing this.
Okay. So you kind of started your solo ad business because you were getting a lot of junk traffic and you didn't like how people were treating you in terms of when you spent your hard-earned money to send traffic to your page, you felt like you weren't getting it justice, and you wanted to go ahead and become a vendor yourself.
Yeah, I figured, I started networking with some quality vendors who were sending me good traffic, and try to talk to them and get some ideas, and I would really get the insights on what some of them were doing and what some of them, what their strategies were. And I'm a real ethical guy, so I'd rather have a client buy from me over and over again than to sell them clicks once and never see them again, you
Right.
know? And
Absolutely. That's not a
I want
long-term
to,
business model if you're just trying to look for one sale. So,
yeah, exactly. Like, I have a college degree with a business background, so
mm,
I understand the long-term value of a customer and things like that, where, it's more than just getting a sale and moving on. It's about that long-term value and how you can help them grow. And not only that, I get a satisfaction when I send traffic and I hear, oh, I got a sale, or it's my first sale ever. Like, that's so cool. Like, I get
absolutely.
more excited for them than I am for myself getting a sale.
Right. Right. So tell us a little bit about like the pros and cons of solo ads. So like I've been talking
Mhm.
about solo ads here a little bit on my channel. I've kind of talked about some of the pros and cons from my perspective, but go ahead and tell us a little bit about from your perspective, what are some of the pros and cons, and really talk to the individuals here on my channel. There's a lot of newbies, people that are just starting out and they want to get traffic to their websites, and it'll
Yeah.
be just good hearing your perspective in terms of like what you think of a newbie starting out using this method.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll start with pros.
Okay.
If you're brand new, especially, it's the perfect traffic source because you're going to get a guaranteed amount of clicks of guaranteed quality and for a fixed price.
Hmm.
And then a lot of people, like I've done every other form of advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and all that. And a lot of them is pay per impression or
Right.
pay per view. And then there's other issues in the back where you got to worry about conversions and then their guidelines and compliance. Like I've had Facebook ads running where I'm getting really cheap traffic. I'm sorry, low cost traffic, but high quality. And
Right.
then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Facebook will just shut my video ad down for no
Exactly.
reason.
Right.
And I'm like, and it's happened multiple times. So I'm like, it's just annoying.
Right.
And I had to get to that really low cost. It took me like weeks and months of building data and a lot of investing with my money to get there.
I'm sure it spent you a
So
pretty penny if you've been testing and tweaking on Facebook for a while.
exactly.
Okay.
And then with solo ads, it's great for beginner because you're already worrying about building an email list, building a landing page, finding the right offer and this and that. And then if you got to add traffic, it's just something so easy for you where you just say, hey, send me 200 clicks, send me 300 clicks. Here's the landing page. And then, then you see how your sales funnel does. And you're getting it from someone who has built a traffic source, has built an email list and has different traffic sources coming in where they most likely either send it to their own offers or send it to their clients' offers.
Okay.
So that's, for you as a newbie, it makes it so much easier for you because it's just you get that fixed cost and fixed amount. And then let's say I spend $100 on ads. If I can make $100 in the back end from the sales funnel, I've at least made my money back and built my email list where I can continue to promote to these my list now, my new leads,
Right.
whatever else I want at that point.
Right.
So that's a big pro. Cons is that, sometimes people say it's low quality
Right.
and they don't work. The problem, the con is that they are cold traffic. What that means is that someone doesn't know you. They're interested in whatever make money online offer you have, but they're not familiar with you as a person. And ultimately, people are going to buy from people they know, like, and trust. So if they don't really know you, they're a little hesitant, even if the offer sounds kind of good. So that's why it's important to build your email list. And most sales do come in the back end. It might take a day, it might take a week. I've had people on my email list for like 6 to 9 months before they eventually buy from me.
Okay.
So it does take time to eventually get that sale.
Right. So email marketing is just vital to the business.
Absolutely.
And within email marketing, you can build relationships by, sending out blog content, giving away free, valuable information, doing videos. So those are all things that's going to help increase the sales. So that's cool. So tell me this. So you have probably ran a lot of solos for people. Is there any tips or tricks to the squeeze page? Because we talked about squeeze pages a little bit in my last video. So do you have any tips in terms of like how you would set up your squeeze page to get it to convert the highest as possible? Because I know that when you're running solo ads, you want to try to get as many leads through that funnel as possible.
Absolutely. And here's the big tip. There's probably different versions. And like you said, sent a lot of clicks, spent a lot of money testing this. And you're ready for this big tip?
Ready.
Keep it stupid simple. Okay. Some of my best converting landing pages are a simple white background with like a red headline. It might say like discover the most simplest way to make money online. Okay. Something simple like that with an email and a button that says, learn more or click here to learn more, something like that. That's it. Keep it simple, a headline, an email opt-in form, and then an exit pop. So if you go to leave the page, it might pop up with a little different verbiage, but essentially doing the same thing, like, oh, don't leave until so you don't miss out on this, make money online offer or whatever it is. It's good to keep it congruent if you know what the headline of the sales page is that you're offering as well.
Okay.
So if the sales page says, $211 per day method using nothing but free traffic, whatever, then maybe make your opt-in page say, discover this $211 per day method using nothing but free traffic,
right.
And email, click here to learn more.
Yeah.
So this way it's congruent and then people know exactly what they're offer. But if it's kind of like you're going to promote various things, you can use generic things. But I've tested the fancy backgrounds with the beach themes and moving waves and all that kind of stuff. They just don't convert as well. Sometimes it's things like their phones don't load fast enough because of the background, or it comes different on desktop compared to mobile. Always the simplest things are just a white background with like a red or black headline and a red button with an email opt-in form. That's where I get most of my opt-ins.
Okay. And what would you consider to be a good conversion rate, say, on 100 clicks? Like, what are you looking for in terms of your converting pages, your squeeze pages? What do you want to see in terms of conversion rate?
Yeah, most of the time you can expect anywhere from, on average, about 30 to 40% opt-in rate.
Okay.
I've had sent clicks where people have gotten like 60-something% opt-in rates, and I've also sent where sometimes they get like 20 to 25% opt-in rate. A lot of the times I like to usually give at least a minimum 30%, so sometimes I'll send free extra clicks just to help them out and at least bump them to that 30% of their original order.
That's awesome.
Again, that's just me kind of the ethical fairness of me, that I just want to help people out.
No, that's really awesome.
Other vendors will be like, oh, 20% sucks for you. Try again, buy more.
Your page.
Yeah. And I always like to evaluate the pages I get. Like I've had people send me a sales page essentially, and the button is to like join their, for $1. I'm like, this isn't an opt-in page. This is the sales page. Do you have a landing page to send before it gets to this page? And then usually they do. Sometimes they just don't realize it, or they have to create one and then send it. So I always give like a little funnel evaluation. Like
You're
I always
doing some consulting.
check at least. Yeah, do a little consulting. I always make sure I check their landing pages. Sometimes I'll see the offer. Just to make sure it's congruent with that, my list will be good for as well.
Okay. And so you touched on email marketing a little bit and the importance of following up to, get those back end profits. Do you have any tips in regards to like email marketing? I mean, I've been on your list for a little while, and I really enjoy the way that you craft your emails, because when you send your emails out, they don't seem salesy at all. They always seem like they're coming from a friend. I mean, half the time I know exactly what you're doing. You're at Disney, you're at the movies and everything else. So it just makes it like a more of a personal touch. And every time I see one of your emails come through, I tend to just click on the link.
Nice. That's cool. Thanks for the feedback. That's good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mix my emails up because I'm always testing what gets more open rates, what gets more click rates and opt-in rates and all that. But in general, I like to write my emails like I'm talking to a friend. For example, like I'm talking to you.
Right.
I always think of my friend, whether if it was one of my boys from high school or college that, and I'm writing to them an email about recommending them because maybe they're in a situation they need to make an extra cash. So in my mind, I'm writing to that one person. I'm writing to my buddy, my boy. So literally all my emails start with, yo, what's going on? Because that's how I talk when I see people. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? How's it going? What's new?
Exactly.
And then I'll be like, if it's about an offer in particular, I might be like, yo, I just came across the system. I've been checking it out. I think it's something that might be helpful for you. Take a look. And here's a link, something like that.
Right.
Or, but I keep my words casual. Like I talk this way, so I write this way.
Right.
I'm not really formal, like, hello, Mr. So-and-so, today's offer is about this and that, about like, that's just not me.
Right.
So whatever way you talk in your personality, don't be afraid to use slang words like, yo, what's going on? Like, that's how I talk. And then, later, LJ, stuff like that.
Yeah, it comes across very natural. Yeah, it comes across very natural, and it's very easy to read, and that's why I can be a testament to know that, a lot of people are opening and clicking your emails. But
Mhm.
there's a lot of solo ad vendors out there, right? So there's Udemy, there's Facebook, there's Google,
Yeah.
there's all of these places to get clicks. And what people don't want is they don't want to spend their hard-earned money and not get a good solo ad campaign, right? So
Yeah.
for your solo specifically, like what makes your solo ads good? Like why is it, high quality? Like what
Mhm.
is about your solo ad service that stands out amongst the other people?
Several reasons. One, I have I block make sure I block all the bot clicks, and I use a tool called Click Magic, which allows me to my clients to see the amount of clicks, the quality of clicks. So if you order like 100% T1, and you're going to get 100%, US, UK, all the T1 countries and everything like that.
Okay.
As well as these are real people because you can actually see where it blocks like X amount of bot clicks. Because
Good.
I mean, I have links and websites all over, so there's just spiders, there's little robots everywhere, so it's hard to, not like avoid them, but I at least have a program that blocks them.
Right.
To my list, I work with, again, I've for several years worked with other traffic sources, so I still do Google Ads, YouTube ads. I have recommended solo ad vendors or colleagues that I work with as well that we buy from each other.
Okay.
So we kind of we know we're good. I've tested them on my own to my own offers, and maybe made high opt-ins or sales. So I know their quality. They send quality traffic as well. So I partner with some people as well. So I constantly have different traffic sources coming in, as well as organic traffic. I have a YouTube channel. I have a blog. I have other stuff. So people are always coming to me from somewhere in the internet world.
Right.
And then
So your list stays fresh too. Like you're constantly getting
exactly.
fresh leads. Okay. So that's important.
Constant. And I wipe out people who've been on my list for if they haven't opened an email within at least 3 months, they're off my list.
Wow.
So it's not you're not just going to get someone who's been on my email list for 8 months but hasn't even been engaged with me at all.
Right.
They're just gone. I keep my list fresh. I keep it. They're engaged. They're people who open and click my emails regularly.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
interesting because
always
I usually purge my emails after about 6 months, so that makes sense maybe to maybe do it even earlier because if they're not engaged, if they're not opening and clicking, then you're just
Mhm.
kind of like dead weight on your list and you're just paying for them. But that's
Exactly. They're dead weight. They're not worth it. And if
right,
after 3 months, sometimes there's been times where I do after 1 month if they're not even opening. But I've kind of stretched it out to about 2 or 3 months to, depending on how I'm feeling.
okay,
But I feel like 3 months is a fair time.
okay,
And like I said, there's people engaged with me. They're already opening. They're clicking. Something else I wanted to add, but I couldn't think of. But yeah, I like to keep my list fresh, and a lot of my clients I send them the freshest traffic coming in. So they might not have seen other offers from me. So they might, like your offer, for example, might be the first offer they see coming from me. But they might
awesome,
have opted in because they saw a YouTube video from me, and they opted on my list. And then I'm saying, hey, here's my first offer. And then here it is. That's the other part. My leads that come in, I generally let them know, like, hey, you're going to see a bunch of different offers from me, but it's, these are legitimate offers. These are offers I recommend. I kind of warn my audience and prep them up to let them know, like, you're going to get some emails from me from different offers, but these are legitimate. And if
okay,
it's something that vibes with you, go ahead and, join and buy or whatever. Like, these are legitimate things that are going to be trustworthy for you.
right, right, cool, man. That was all great information. Any other tips or anything else? I mean, so you would definitely consider like solo ads being a great thing or a great traffic strategy for newbies to start out, or even advanced marketers to continue to use in terms of like building your
Absolutely.
list and profiting.
Yep. I have some advanced marketers that make six figures that buy from me,
Mm,
for their team. And like I have other people who it's their very first time buying a solo ad from me. Like literally within the past 2 weeks, I have one who was a brand new, told me it's the first time they ever bought a solo ad. They're brand new. And another one is an advanced marketer who makes over six figures. And he's, I said, hey, I need some traffic for my team, like kind of do like a traffic co-op type thing.
okay,
So he has a big team and he just buys from me in bulk and then, he disperses it to his team. So
okay.
his team can help out. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So maybe you would be so kind to let, my tribe and the people here, my channel, maybe get some clicks. Would that be possible?
Absolutely, yeah. I'd be glad to supply you and your team, your tribe, some traffic. And I'm even going to throw in a bonus for you guys.
Okay.
If you order through John, there'll probably be a link in the description below.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys a free vacation. So there's over a
Nice.
dozen destinations you guys get to choose from, and you can even order 100 clicks. You can order 1,000 clicks, whatever you guys want.
Okay.
But when you order, you'll be taken to a form that you fill out where I'm going to be sending your traffic, and then on the bottom of that, I'll have a link there, especially for you guys, so that you can just choose your vacation destination. So Orlando is one of the places that hey, that's where John and I live. You can visit
Yeah.
us in Disney World or whatever.
Yeah.
Vegas, Cancun. There's a couple other destinations I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'll send you guys on a vacation. Just a little bonus just to help you guys out.
That is totally awesome, LJ. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on to the channel and sharing that information with us. It was a lot of great information, guys. There'll be a link in the description for LJ's solo ads. He is a professional. He's an expert. If you want some good quality solo ads, you need to go in the link in the description and get you some clicks because he won't do you wrong. This is one of the good vendors that are out there, one that has integrity. There's a lot of bad ones out there, but LJ is definitely one of those good solo ad vendors. So I'm endorsing him. So make sure you guys go ahead and get some traffic. He will not steer you wrong. So thanks again, LJ, for coming out, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking some time.
Absolutely. Thanks, John. Talk to you guys later.
All
Take
right,
care.
take care, bro.